It's Tony Gonzalez from Made in Metal, and today we are going to talk to Tom Neumann, who is the guitar player in Sinner, because Sinner recently released a new CD called Brotherhood. Hello, Tom, how are you?
Hola, I'm doing fine. How are you?
Fine, thank you. You are member of Sinner for more than 35 years. When you get in the band, did you think that you will be for so long?
No. I joined the band in 1988. This is a really long time. And yes, the band exists like 40 years right now. And we are still proud and we feel very honored that we are still around in this music business after 40 years. We recorded 18 albums, which is like, wow, amazing.
Yes.
And we founded a new band called Primal Fear, which is also around for 25 years. And yeah, we're pretty happy that we're still in the business. And I'm totally happy that I turned a hobby into a living.
Yes. So I remember, but maybe I'm wrong because you can see that we don't have good memory right now, that you are in Sinner since No More Alibi. I remember this CD was the Sinner heavier album in that moment. Were you responsible for this heaviness?
No, I think it was like a co-work because I think that everybody in the band wrote songs and brought in ideas, and we just collected everything and tried to make a good album. But I think that No More Alibis was not our most heaviest album. I think we wrote more heavy albums in the 90s with Bottom Line, Judgment Day, and Nature of Evil. I think Nature of Evil is one of our heaviest albums that we recorded so far.
Yes. So let's go to talk to Brotherhood, and then if
Yes.
we have time, we go to the past again. Okay? So,
Go.
yes, tell me, the name of the CD is Brotherhood. Is
Yes.
there any special meaning?
There are two meanings. First of all, brotherhood, we have like a brotherhood in the band. Like I know Matt for 40 years. I know the drummer Marcus Kuhlman for more than 10 years. I know Alex Schultz, the guitar player, for more than 20 years. And so we do not spend our time only when we rehearse or are on stage and play live. We also are connected in our private life. We go out together, we watch soccer together, we do barbecue together, we go out for drinks, and we listen to the same kind of music and we discuss the music. So we have a strong bond in between the band. The second point is that yeah, we started the songwriting and the recording in the pandemic, and the pandemic was a tough thing for most of our friends and colleagues because all of a sudden they were not allowed to earn any money because we could not play live. So we thought about helping them, and so we decided to go into the studio of our tour manager and live mixing guy Basi to record the drums and guitars there so he could earn some money. We asked Oliver Palatai, the keyboard player of Camelot, which lives like 25 kilometers from my hometown, if he would like to participate on the album and play some keyboards and arrange orchestral parts. And then we asked Jakob Hansen, the mixing guy from Denmark, who also did a lot of Primal Fear albums and Sinner albums already, if he will mix our new album. And so everybody we asked in our circle earned some money, and we just tried to help them to survive this period. And luckily, right now we are able to play live again. There will be festivals, but we do not know what will happen in autumn, in September, October, if the pandemic will come back and everything will be closed down again. So we'll have to wait and see.
I read on an interview you did some days ago for an American website that all the people, when interview you, they mention different songs as a special song or the
Yes.
song that they like it more.
Yes.
In my case, I have 3 or 4 songs that I like it more. And the first is Brotherhood because of the guitar solos. How did you work the guitar solos in the CD?
When we started to the writing process, so I think I wrote 9 songs together with Matt. And so I recorded all the guitar stuff at home, like the twin guitar leads and the melodies. And then I just played some solos on it, and Alex wrote 2 songs together with Matt, My Scars and Gravity. And when it comes to record the album, so we just sat down and we just decided that we would like to make it equal. Like I'm not a guy who says that, okay, I wrote 9 songs, I will play my solos on 9 songs. So I think it's only fair if we are a band together that we share the lead stuff. So we just checked out, Alex, is there any special thing you want to play, or do you need me to that I play that and stuff like that? We just discussed it in the studio, and then we just split it. Like he started a solo, then we did a double solo, then I played it, or I started it, then he played the solo, then we did a double solo. So it was like 50-50, and it was all cool. It's always like a healthy competition because everybody wants to play a better solo than the other guy, but it's like real fun. And we recorded the lead stuff together in the studio, and it was really a productive and creative time because we pushed that a lot, but it was also really funny, and I hope I can do it again with Alex because Alex is a really, really great guy. And yeah, it was a lot of fun to record the solos, and there is no like jealousy or stuff like that. So we try to split it equally so everybody has his part on the album, and I'm fine with that.
Yes, in Brotherhood, there are 2 solos that are really good. The first, I like it, and the second, I like it more. And in this CD, there is more than 1 song encouraging the rock music and lifestyle. We came to rock, the rockers rise again. So please tell me about the lyrics and the feeling in these songs.
We Came to Rock is like Matt and I, we decided to, after we released Tequila Suicide and Santa Muerte, we had a talk, and then we discussed about the musical direction of our new album. And so we decided to make it a little bit more heavy. And so I think The Rocker Rides Away was the first song or the first idea we had. And it was like, and then we started, the second song was We Came to Rock. That means that both songs were written in the same period of time. And it's just about like, yeah, we are more heavy right now. We rock more than we did on the other songs, and we're still there. We came back to rock, and yeah, I think the song speaks for itself. It's like a heavy song. The Rocker Right Away is more like fast song, and yeah, it was a lot of fun to write and record the stuff. And Matt wrote the lyrics to it, and he just wanted to have it like, yeah, we are back with more heavy songs than on the last albums.
Yes, Tom, and there is another song that to me has a special meaning, the title. Apart from the lyrics, because I tried to pay attention to the lyrics, but I didn't catch it exactly. And I think that is an interesting song, The Last Generation.
Yes.
So because in some, there was a moment that I thought that maybe we are the last metal generation, and behind us, the music, the heavy metal will change. So tell me, according to you, are we the last metal generation, or there is a future in heavy metal?
I think that there is a future in heavy metal. The music might change a little bit. Now we have bands like Hawkway Drive, Falling in Reverse, and all the bands, Hollywood and that. So probably it will change, but I think it's good if you have a change in the metal music, because we would get bored if we would listen to music since the same kind of music since the 1980s. So I raised in with metal when I was 15. I had bands like Def Leppard, Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, all the stuff. All the bands are still around, and yeah, but the music has changed. And then there came grunge, and metal was dead. But metal is back again, and we have a lot of really, really good bands. Like still, I saw the Iron Maiden show last week in front of 60,000 people. Then we have German band Rammstein. Then we have Metallica. We have Judas Priest. There are a lot of bands still going strong nowadays, and there will be bands coming up, and there will be definitely a metal scene after this generation. But the song is more based also on what happens in this world, like with the war in Ukraine and the pandemic and all the stuff that really is touching us. Like I thought, if we don't take care about the planet Earth. Maybe we are the last generation, and yeah, it would be a pity for all our children and kids, because I think the planet is wonderful, but we need to take care of it.
Maybe the worst is yet to come.
Yeah, the wars and all the pollution and all the stuff. But like for me, when I was young, for me was like respect. I respected policemen, I respected elder people and all that stuff. But nowadays the respect is totally gone. You know, like, and that's what I think. Like when I was going to the bus and there was an old lady, I stood up and the old lady could have my seat. Nowadays, if you go there, like the young people are sitting down and feet on the other chair and all that stuff. And if an old lady comes in, they don't fucking care. And then that's mean respect. So we need to respect everybody. We need to be helpful to everybody. You know, like stop this egoism thing. And yeah, we need to be as one. And we need to try to help to survive, that the planet Earth will survive, because otherwise it will definitely go down the drain. And right now we're on a really critical point because of the war, and I hope that that the Third World War will not start, because that would be the end of the world.
Yes, there is a song that maybe is not the first time that you are going to speak about. That is Gravity, that you mentioned before. Is one of my favorite because it's strong, has a female voice, has a fierce choir. So what is that sound about?
I know that it's a really heavy song with a really cool riff of Alex and Gio Colenuori, the Italian singer, who was part of the last album as well. Find the time to put some vocals on it, and yeah, that's what I can tell you about it. So for me personally, it's also one of the greatest songs on the album, although I didn't write it. But
Yes,
Alex is a good songwriter. He's really good.
yes. I confess you that when I read that Oliver Palotai write the orchestral parts in the
Yeah.
CD, I imagine, whoa. So Sinner changed and now it's becoming a more symphonic band. But no, the orchestral parts in Gravity and the next songs are really good. It was Oliver Palotai who writes these parts in Gravity.
No, I think all the parts were written from Matt, Alex, and myself, and we had the vision and the idea, like we would like to have it. For us, I had the idea for The Man They Couldn't Hang and The Last Generation. So when we recorded the demo, I played it with two fingers, like, but I'm not really orchestral guy. So, but I had a vision in mind, and so I went to a guy, a friend of mine in Switzerland, and he brought it up a little bit more, and it was not really professional, but we had the vision, so how it should sound like. And then we did send it to Oliver Palotai. And also with Gravity, Alex has in mind what he would like to have in that part. And so he called Oliver and told him, I would like to have it like this and like that and like this. And then Oliver came back with his idea and his playing, and we were totally satisfied with it. He's a nice guy, you know. We know the Camelot bands for such a long time. So we hang out together in hotel bars and on festival, and it's real fun with those guys. And so it was really easy to say, oh, how could we ask for keyboard stuff? We go like, oh, why don't we ask Ollie from Camelot? He's living just next to our home base, and he's a nice guy. And so we asked him, and he's really good in doing that, to be honest. And but he just played with our visions or our ideas we had. So it was relatively clear that we have this and we wanted to have that, and Oliver just had to put it on tape.
And The Man They Couldn't Hang, who write that song? It's another spectacular song.
So I came up with the music, with all the stuff, and Matt came up with the melody lines and the lyrics. And yeah, it's one of the heavier songs on the album, I guess. And we have also this orchestral middle part in it, because I thought it would be a nice change if we could add some orchestral there as well. Otherwise, probably it might be too boring, in my opinion. And yeah, and Matt wrote a song about, yeah, never give up and always stand up. And The Man They Couldn't Hang is like, yeah, no matter what will happen, I will stand up again. I will think positive. I will stay positive. And no matter if life is really tough or not, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. And yeah, that's what the song is all about.
Yes, there was a moment that I thought that it was a Western lyric.
No, I don't know.
Yes.
Okay, but you can have, yeah, because the man couldn't hang. Yeah, okay.
Yes, because let me tell you that last Monday on television I saw the man who killed Liberty Balance. I said, no, no, the man
Okay.
they couldn't hang. I say,
So you do think we should do a video with Clint Eastwood for it?
Tom, My Scars is a song in the style of Accept. The guitar solo is very melodic. And tell me, what is this song about?
Song is about my scars, so that we are in the business for more than 40 years right now, and always are ups and downs. And when you get downs, you get scars. And sometimes our private life, sometimes life is hard. And no, when you're old, you experience a lot of stuff. And yeah, it's not always good times. It's always bad times as well. That makes you a person, a personality. And yeah, that's the song all about. That I got a lot of scars, but still standing there, and I will continue.
There is a cover, but before, there is a song called 40 Days and 40 Nights. That is a
Yes.
song totally different. So why did the band decide to include it on the CD?
So the song was originally written from a friend of ours. We know for a couple of years ago because we went on tour with a band called The Unity. The Unity is a German band founded by Michael Herré, who is also playing drums in Gamma Ray and Primal Fear right now. And I met the guitar player, Steph, and we became friends on that tour, and we started to write here and there. And yeah, one day he called me that I wrote a song for my band called the Unity, but I don't think that it will fit. So maybe it could fit to Sinner. So do you mind if I send the demo to you? Well, yeah, sure, come on, send it to me. And then I had a listen, and the song was really slower, much slower, more bluesy style. And I said, okay, probably we could use it, but not that kind of way. We need to speed it up a little bit and make some more melodies in it. And yeah, and then I started thinking about Thin Lizzy because Matt and I, we are really huge Thin Lizzy fans. And the last albums were totally Lizzy influenced, which is double lead style. So, and I did send the song to Matt, and Matt was like, "Ah, no, this song is not really good." But I came up with the idea and said, "Give me like 3 or 4 days. I will try to check something." And then I really started to speed the song up, put some melodies on it and on all the stuff. And then all of a sudden it sounded like a little bit like Thin Lizzy. And then we started to, oh, that's cool. Why shouldn't we do it on the album? Because we have so many heavy songs. So maybe we could like, it's not really a ballad, but something more quieter than just only like da, ba, 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 ba. So we decided to put this song on the album. And yeah, it was fun to record the song. It has this Lizzy vibe. And that's why we think it has to be, this song has the right to be on our album.
Yes, you are in Sinner for 35 years, maybe Primal Fear 25 years. And now you tell me at the beginning that you are involved in a new project with a Spanish singer. Tell me.
Yeah, so I had enough time, and a friend from Switzerland came up to me and asked if I would like to write songs together with him. And I said, yeah, we could do that, but I will not, that this will sound like Primal Fear or Sinner. If I do something, it has to sound different. And so we started writing different songs like Primal Fear and Sinner, and we put some synthesizers here and there, and then we started to look for singers, and yeah, finally we got 2 singers. One is a female singer from Madrid, España, called Diva Satanica, and we have a Swedish singer called Jake E. He was the singer of Amaranth, and he's now singing in Syra. So we recorded like 10 songs already, and now we are looking for a label, and then hopefully the world can listen to our songs in the near future.
Yes, and the project has a name?
How It Ends.
Perfect. I will check it as soon you release the CD. And with
Okay.
Sinner, do you have plans to go on tour?
Sure, there are already talks with the booking agency, but the thing is that right now everybody is on tour. It's really heavy to be on tour because you need to book venues, and mostly the venues are already booked, and everything went more expensive, like the Technica, the catering service, nightliner service, and while there are so many bands being on tour, it's really tough for the audience or the fans to decide to which show they want to go because they don't have money to see 5 shows in a week. So we want to go on tour, but it has to be on a healthy financial side because it does not make any sense to go on tour and then you come home and you are broke. So this is the first thing. The other thing is we don't know what will happen in autumn and winter with the pandemic. Maybe everything needs to be shut down again because of the virus. So we are having talks, but there is no decision made. But for sure, we would like to go on tour because, like, I love to play live, and I would like to present our new songs to our fans.
I hope to see you in Madrid. Enjoy your day. The city is really, really strong and beautiful. I like it a lot.
Thank you.
Yes, and I hope to see you. If you come to Madrid, I will try to contact you.
Okay, Tony, stay safe, stay sane, and celebrate life. Take care, and hope to see you soon.
Bye bye.
Bye, Tony. Bye.
Bye.